Hi everyone, thanks for watching No Excuses TV. Today I'm going to show you 6 exercises that everyone should have in their workout program. The first exercise is basically a Spiderman, which is performed like this. And we're going to combine the Spiderman with a down dog. Now the Spiderman is done to help open up the hips, help bring the core temperature up so you can actually start getting into the workout a little bit. Okay? So we go into a Spiderman with a breath count, back to a down dog stretch, and then alternate legs back to the other side. So I go back into a down dog stretch, into a Spiderman. And notice my hip drops low to the ground to create to get a nice stretch. I go back into a down dog and to the other side. When I go into the down dog, I'm going to try to flatten my body out. Now you can do this exercise several ways. The first one is the advanced push-up, which is mostly commonly known as a military push-up, which hands underneath the shoulders, not too wide, not too narrow, with your back as straight as possible, without having your pelvis drop and without having your head push forward. You want your back flat, your spine as straight as possible, push down. Now notice my chest is to the ground, but my lower back and my glutes are slightly elevated from the floor. So I'm actually pushing with my chest instead of putting my back into the workout as I come up. So watch, I'm going to do 5 repetitions. 1. The modified version to the exercise is simply doing it on your knees, otherwise known as girl push-ups. We don't like to call it girl push-ups. It's just a modified version. Just as effective, but takes a little more stress off the joints. Just like this, the same way, hands underneath the shoulders, down into a push. Notice my pelvis is slightly elevated, but I'm not arching my back. Keep your spine as straight as possible, and then push into the... I like to do what's called a front squat. I bring my dumbbells up and I hold it as close to my body as possible. Not away from my body. It's going to put a little bit more stress on my torso and my neck. I just want to keep it close to me. Now notice my posture changes. As the dumbbells pull forward, my posture is actually rounded. My upper back is rounded. As the dumbbells move back, my posture is straight. My back has a little bit more support. I go a little bit wider than shoulder width apart on my stance. I'll turn this way so you can see. I sit into the exercise, engaging these muscles, okay, my torso muscles, and then I push right back up again. Keep those dumbbells as close to you as possible, and then push right back up again. Now you can obviously go heavier or lighter in your weight selection. And also, as a variation, you can place the dumbbells down to the side and bring them down just like so. All right? This exercise is great for getting the lower body working. I'll do one more. And it's a stability exercise. We like to hold this exercise for anywhere from 30 seconds to a minute. So I bring my right arm and my left leg straight out with my spine as straight as possible. In other words, the back of my head, the upper to mid back, and my tailbone are basically on one nice plane. I'm not in the exercise this way or this way. I'm trying to be as even as I possibly can. Now if this exercise is too easy for you, simply angle out your arm about 15 degrees and angle out your leg about 15 degrees. It puts a lot more pressure on your torso. A lot more pressure, okay? So you can actually adjust this. You can bring your arm and your leg in a little bit to create less pressure, or if you want to make it a little bit easier, just go straight out like so. So again, watch. As I open up my arm and my leg, I create a little bit more pressure. And it feels great. I feel it in my abs, I feel it in my back, I even feel it in my hip and shoulder. It's a wonderful exercise. I hold this for about 30 seconds, maybe at a 25 count, and then I switch to the other side. Okay? Is bring my knee to my tricep. Okay? Same side, I don't cross my body. I bring my knee to my tricep. And what this exercise does, it creates a lot more pressure in my midsection than just holding a traditional plank. Now, if you want to modify the exercise, but at the same time get that feeling of doing the army plank, you don't have to bring your knee all the way up. You can do an alternate leg raise. Again, hold the exercise for 30 seconds or a 25 count. Make sure you're breathing comfortably and make sure there's no pressure in the low back, in the groin area, and there's not too much pressure in the lower abdominal area. You should feel the pressure throughout your torso. You should be somewhat comfortable when you're performing this exercise. All right, our last exercise is going to be a pull exercise. We use these rubber bands to perform the exercise. And you could do this probably 20 different ways. And the most basic way is grabbing the rubber band at a tension that you're comfortable and then sitting down like so. Keep your torso tall and get into a nice, comfortable row. I don't like to go too high on my elbows because it puts a lot more stress on my upper back. I don't really want that. And I don't keep it too close to my side. I just keep it as if I have a nice sized grapefruit just sitting between my arm and my rib cage. And that's it. Hope you enjoyed it. Thanks for watching.